Alrighty, so this is going to be a reading for my Scorpios. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at your love life for the next 48 hours. So we're going to do this a little bit different, kind of like how we did it in the other series of videos. We're going to do 2 different cards. This is going to represent the theme of your love life for this time frame, and you can choose from pile 1 or pile 2, and this card is also going to correspond with its own spread, so you can watch the whole reading to see if both spreads resonate. Since we are still doing it for Scorpio, you may find a message in both of the spreads, or you can just, like I said, choose a card based off of what you feel drawn to or which card you feel like will resonate, and that's going to be a message for you, and of course it's going to be a way for you to test out your intuition. So go ahead and take some time to pick. Of course, if you need any important links to book a session or anything like that, that will be listed below. And let's get into the reading. So hopefully you've chose a card. The first card that we're going to go over is this one. And if you chose this card, the theme, we have past life relationship. And it says you have known each other before. Okay. So for my people who chose this, you guys have a literal relationship with someone where they feel so familiar because their soul may actually be familiar. This is someone who you may have reincarnated in this lifetime, and you guys may have had encounters prior to this lifetime. You guys may be soulmates in some form or twin flames. And that's why this person may feel so familiar to you in some case. For others of you, this is kind of talking about a relationship that you guys were in your recent past that may still be lingering. So some of you are watching this are clearly single. And the past connection you had with someone is still on your mind heavily. You feel some type of way about the fact that you guys may not be, speaking to each other right now. You may have actually thought that you guys were going to speak a lot sooner. And then, when this person didn't reach out to you, didn't make an effort to actually contact you, it may have really confused you. Okay. Okay. The current state of your love life, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Your person's thoughts and feelings, we have the Empress. Possible challenge is the Two of Swords in reverse. What's going to happen next in your love life, we have the Hangman. And general advice, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so with this, starting off with the current state of your love life with the King of Wands in reverse. For my singles, you could be feeling like a lack of mojo to put yourself out there when it comes to dating. Now, there may not be an issue with you actually attracting people and meeting new people, but you just may not be interested in those people specifically, or you just haven't been really feeling like at your best and able to really date confidently. For others of you, if you're in a relationship, like the sexual chemistry may be a little off, or you may be finding that your person is just a lot more irritable during this time frame. And this could also be you too. Take this reading how it applies. If it's vice versa, of course, take the reading how it applies to you. But with the King of Wands in reverse, yeah, the sexual chemistry could be off, or there could be like a slight irritation between you and your person. If you guys are dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, you just may find that this person is just not like excited about the relationship, or like not giving as much energy to it as they used to. Okay. Some of you could also just be tired of your person like playing games or seemingly acting like a player and having their options open. Now, your person's thoughts and feelings, we do have the Empress card. So they really wish that there was more of a mature way of handling the relationship's problems and the way you guys communicate. Also, if there's like a mother figure kind of impeding on this connection in any type of way, they're kind of tired of that too, whether this is like your mother or like a mother-in-law. or the mother of your children or the father of your children, if you have children outside of the connection with them, they don't like the toxicity that comes with that dynamic. And they just want the relationship to grow and evolve. They see this relationship going the distance. It's just, there's some maturity that needs to be brought into this connection, okay? Now, when it comes to what I see for the challenge with the Two of Swords in reverse, the challenge may be that you guys don't necessarily know how to turn the dynamic of your relationship around, or there's like, you don't necessarily know what you need to do to make your person feel happy. You may feel like in certain cases you don't know like how to, I don't know how to put it into words. Like if there was any sort of infidelity issues or problems between you two, you guys may not necessarily know how to tackle that problem or how to make this person feel reassured if there was cheating issues before, that won't happen again. Also, the problem may be that you guys are waiting for someone to come back around and contact you, but they're just taking this approach of, I don't know what to do with this problem or this relationship, so I'm not going to do anything. And it's like making you feel some type of way because you don't know if this person's ever going to come back around. But looking at the energy on what's going to happen next with the Hangman, if you guys are on a break from someone, that break is going to continue to go on. If you guys haven't heard from someone in like a couple of months and they just haven't reached out, it may stay stagnant because this person doesn't really have the right view of the situation itself, so they may not be reaching out. And for my people who are single and not necessarily waiting for anyone to come around, your love life may still kind of stay stagnant because you guys may need to change your view on your love life just in general. And even for my people who are in a relationship and with your person, there's aspects of this relationship that may feel kind of dry. And it could be because there's a need for you guys to both get on the same page in order for this relationship to work. Now, general advice with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, there's a need for you to look at what exactly is causing you to have unfavorable results in your love life. If you're single, is it because of past trauma? Is it because when you speak of your love life, it's negative? Is it that you attract certain types of people and then entertain the wrong type? What exactly is it? If it's in your relationship, if you're in a relationship, look at what's making your relationship so unfavorable. Is it a lack of good communication, cheating? What exactly is it? That needs to be identified. But this is what I see for pile 1. Now let's go ahead and look at the second pile. So for everyone who chose this one, or anybody who wants to watch this second spread, we have the Love Yourself First card as the theme, and it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, so for my people who chose this pile, you guys are in a space to where you're really wanting to focus on yourself and just do your own thing. You may be realizing that you've been dedicating way too much energy, time, money, space on someone else, and they're not willing to reciprocate, or it goes in vain. Like the person you're dealing with doesn't necessarily recognize that's what's going on and how much sacrifices you may have to make for the relationship itself. Some of you are also realizing how you may have just sacrificed a lot of your personal integrity for the sake of a connection. For some of you, not even a real relationship. Just more of a like hope for it to get to a relationship. But okay, now the current state of your love life, your person's thoughts and feelings, the challenge, what's going to happen next, and then the general advice. So with the World card representing the state of your love life now, you guys are wrapping up a cycle. a lesson that you guys had to learn. There was a reason why you had to go through that particular relationship, because there was a higher lesson associated with that connection anyways. You guys just weren't really able to see that right then and then because you were supposed to experience the lesson itself. So you guys are finally learning your lesson and finally coming to grips with a cycle or a connection with someone coming to a close. And this is giving you a lot more clarity in regards to the decisions you should be making moving forward with love. For a lot of you, with this one chapter closing, a new chapter is opening for you as well, simultaneously. Now, your person's thoughts and feelings, if you are in a relationship with the 9 of Wands, they recognize how stressful this connection has been. Okay, especially if this is a fire sign. I keep getting that energy strongly. It could really be any zodiac sign, but they can feel the energy around the connection and how it's been stressful for both of you guys, especially all the things you guys have went through, arguments that went too far and things that were said and all the trauma. This person recognized that you guys have been through a lot, but they're still willing to keep pushing, and they're questioning whether or not you are willing to still keep pushing for it too. Now, the challenge that may come up with the 8 of Pentacles may be this person putting the same amount of effort and energy into this connection to make it work. So you guys may, like I said, have exhausted yourself to a point of putting all this work into it. And now you're like at a point where you don't want to continue. And then now this person wants to put work into it. And now it's too late, too bad. For others of you, some of you who are single, also, this is the thing I'm saying. The challenge with your love life is the fact that you guys are so focused on work to a point where it's like unhealthy. Like some of you are using work as a way to shield yourself from having any type of like real interactions with people. And that's why your love life may be kind of like slow. But that may be more purposeful for my people who are single. But what I see here in regards to what's going to happen next with your love life with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, you guys aren't going to be single for a long period of time. If anything, for some of you, you may be moving on into another relationship. And for others of you, you may just stay single, but not necessarily want to be single. So what's going to happen next for my singles, it's either you're going to get out of being single and actually get into a relationship, or you're still going to be looking at possibly putting yourself on the dating scene because you don't want to be single anymore. Some of you are going to realize that you don't really necessarily want to be single, but you guys have like this unconscious fear of putting yourself out there. And you're going to realize how you're going to have to nip that in the bud. For my people who are in a relationship, you guys are going to stay in the relationship. Yeah, you guys are going to stay in the relationship and try to work things out, especially if you guys have children. Now, the advice with the 7 of Cups, there's a need for you guys to make sure you're clear on which direction you want to go in. For a lot of you, the reason why you're always confused as to where this connection's going, where you see yourself with this connection, it's because you go through so many different ranges of emotions about this connection, whether it's like being angry one minute, being deeply in love with this person the next, etc. This is you guys needing to sort out your personal feelings so that you can make sense of what makes sense for you long term. Okay, if you should stay in this relationship or not is really going to have to be figured out by you basically going within and confronting your personal feelings. Okay. But this is what I see. I hope that I did put things in perspective. If you enjoyed this reading, feel free to thumbs it up and subscribe. Of course, any links that you're looking for will be below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.